From modern rivals to classic cruisers, Steve Harvey's garage isn't just about going from point A to point B. It's about turning heads and making a statement. So buckle up, folks. We're taking a tour of Steve Harvey's stunning car collection, including the $340,000 Rolls-Royce he lent to a former NBA player. Want to find out who? Then don't move a muscle. Number 1. Rolls-Royce Phantom Drophead Convertible. Let's kick off this tour with Steve Harvey's crown jewel, his Rolls-Royces. Apparently, our stylish host is a big Rolls-Royce fan. In fact, he owns 3 of them, which fits in just perfectly with his luxurious lifestyle and undeniable swagger. So, it only makes sense we start with one of the best Rolls-Royces in his garage, the $492,000 Rolls-Royce Phantom Drophead Convertible. Phew, what a ride. If cars had red carpets, this one would be permanently parked on one. The Phantom Drophead is the automotive equivalent of a private jet on wheels, complete with suicide doors. Steve's Phantom definitely comes with all the bells and whistles. We're talking Starlight headliner cruiser, cause why stare at a regular roof when you can get it bedazzled? Buttersoft leather, individually tailored rear seats with adjustable headrests and just enough legroom, front seats with cooling, heating, and even massage functions. And its magnum opus, a ride so smooth, it more than justifies its near $500 price range. And while this beauty just has Steve's name written all over it, it actually is no longer his ride. The comedian gave this guy to his wife for her 50th birthday. Nevertheless, the couple has been seen cruising around in this ride more than once, proving just how much they both love it. And if this Rolls-Royce hasn't already gained one new admirer already, then a peek under its hood should fix that. Built with a 6.7-liter twin-turbocharged V12 engine and an 8-speed automatic transmission, this Rolls-Royce unleashes 563 horsepower roar and 664 pound-feet of torque. In terms of speed, this guy is no slouch either. The Phantom Drophead can reach a top speed of up to 155 miles per hour and can easily take flight going from 0 to 60 in just 5.6 seconds. What a way to start his collection, wouldn't you agree? Well, there's obviously no way he's lending out a ride he's already gifted his wife. So no, this isn't the Rolls-Royce we promised. But no need to be anxious now. Our big secret is definitely going to be worth the wait. Number 2. 1941 Cadillac Convertible. Don't let his love for modern luxury Rolls-Royce fool you. Steve Harvey loves his rides old school, and to add to that, he's also a sucker for convertibles. And the 1941 Cadillac convertible checks both boxes perfectly. You know what? Close your eyes and picture this. Chrome accents gleaming in the sunlight, sleek curves, and a roar that echoes the golden age of Hollywood. That's the magic of Steve Harvey's 1941 Cadillac Series 2 convertible. The host spent up to $95,000 at an auction to add this rare beauty to his collection, which is just a fraction of the worth of his Phantom, but the pride and allure remain equal. Even Steve knows this. He's been seen a couple of times driving around LA in this beauty. The 1941 Cadillac was an icon of luxury back in the day and still is today. This guy definitely isn't going to break any speed records, but it still offers a pretty smooth ride. Sporting a 5.7-liter naturally aspirated V8 engine, you can expect up to 150 horsepower and 283 pound-feet of torque from this beautiful hunk of metal. All that power propels the Cadillac convertible to a top speed of 100 miles per hour. It takes it quite some time to get running though, going from a standstill to 60 in 14 seconds. Even after spending $95,000 to take this guy home, he still spent a lot more time and money bringing the American classic to its original state. But all that's so worth it when you hop into this beauty's cockpit, which is like stepping into an era when cars were more than just hunks of metal but handcrafted works of art. Steve Harvey definitely respects the finer things in life. Well, talking about the finer things in life, how about another luxurious vintage? Number 3. Chevrolet Bel Air Convertible. From the Rolls-Royce to the Caddy, 2 things have been made quite clear. 1. Steve Harvey has got an impeccable sense of style, and 2. He loves the wind in his face, which explains him owning yet another convertible. Take a look at this breathtaking classic, a Chevy Bel Air convertible. It's quite easy to see why the former Miss Universe host had to break the bank on this guy. He just couldn't resist. It's reported that Harvey shelled out around $67,000 to have the Bel Air convertible sitting in his garage. If you don't know why this classic is so highly revered, then a little history lesson should change that real quick. Back in the 50s, this Chevy stood out from all its competitors because it was built to last. and it looked quite great. This is still the case for the Bel Air convertible 7 decades later. The ride's image is so iconic that it's been used over the years in toys, graphics, music, movies, television, you name it. To put it simply, the 57 Chevy, as it's often called, is a true auto icon. No wonder Harvey had to add this beast to his collection. Plus, it isn't all that difficult picturing him in one of his stylish suits cruising around in this guy. The 57 Chevy, known as part of the Tri-5 series, features a 283 cubic inch V8 engine with a 2-barrel carburetor churning out 140 horsepower and 210 pound-feet of torque. It also comes with a 3-speed column-shift manual transmission. You definitely can't be expecting much speed-wise from this guy. But in its time, the Bel Air convertible packed a nasty punch. Well, this beauty cuts through the air at 94 miles per hour, 6 miles under Harvey's Cadillac convertible. It would also do a quarter mile in 19.6 seconds. Yeah, Steve Harvey definitely didn't get this guy to get away from the paparazzi quickly. This Chevy is solely for riding around in style. But plot twist, he actually has a car fast enough to get away from paparazzi like that. And that takes us to number 4, Ferrari 458 Italia. What is that one car brand that always finds its way into pretty much every celebrity garage? Ding ding ding. This guy. And even though Steve's collection has been about style and luxury, everyone still has a desire to break the sound barrier. And while you obviously are not going to do that in a Ferrari, that's pretty much the closest you're going to get, which explains why Harvey splashed about $226,000 on a Ferrari 458 Italia. Here's a car that definitely needs no introduction. With its mind-blowing speed, the 458 Italia has rightfully been one of the most amazing and elegant supercars for anyone to drive since it was first introduced in 2009. Pininfarina designed with a sporty and compact silhouette, taking inspiration from the Enzo Ferrari and its Mille Chili concept car, the 458 was created as the successor of the F430. However, as you obviously can tell, it's more than just the aesthetics of this Ferrari. In fact, this beast has nothing that won't leave you in awe. From its high-performance V8 engine, which has won Best Performance Engine and Best Engine Above 4 liters at the International Engine of the Year Awards, to its best-sounding exhaust notes. Let's take a look at the 458's award-winning engine, shall we? At its core lies a 4.5-liter naturally aspirated V8 engine capable of unleashing a staggering 570 horsepower and 398 pound-feet of torque, straight up blowing every other car in Harvey's garage right out of the water. All of that power means the 458 Italia can go as fast as 202 miles per hour. Yep, he might be old school, but that doesn't mean he still can't go fast. It can also quickly get going, accelerating from 0 to 60 in exactly 3 seconds. Fun fact, this guy also comes as a convertible, the 458 Spider. A real shocker, Steve Harvey didn't just go for that instead. Anywho, this guy's the fastest ride in the comedian's garage. Guess that's all the speed he needs. Let's get back to cruising in style, shall we? Number 5. Bentley Mulsanne. It can't always be about showing up in style. Every dad just needs that sensible sedan for Costco runs and hauling your kids. And yeah, Steve Harvey is definitely far from your everyday dad, but for him, that day-to-day ride is this Bentley Mulsanne. The kind of car that screams, "I'll pick up some groceries, but only if the supermarket has valet parking." They never do, by the way. So it also makes sense that adding this guy wasn't his idea. He's already gifted one beauty to his wife. This, however, was the reverse. His wife, Marjorie Bridges Wood, gifted her man this $316,300 Mulsanne, a head-turning sedan that only belongs at the top end of the market. Now, this is far from the average dadmobile. We're talking about 4-zone automatic climate control, heated 14-way power adjustable front seats, 8-way adjustable rear seats, power rear window privacy glass, an 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system, and a 14-speaker stereo. Bentley still takes all this a step further, providing a range of packages that adorn the interior of the Mulsanne, along with several customization options. There are certain exclusive editions that would have you grinning from ear to ear. A drink cabinet with a bottle cooler, additional vanity mirrors, power curtains, and unique features like special colors, veneers, embroidery, and jewelry boxes. So, which of these do you think Harvey went for? Spoiler alert, this is Harvey's third most expensive car, and this guy's worth every dollar. Its interior is literal magic, but that doesn't mean the Mulsanne doesn't pack a mean punch. Sporting a 6.8-liter twin-turbocharged V8 engine, this Bentley produces up to 512 horsepower and 752 pound-feet of torque. All that power takes this top-tier sedan from 0 to 60 in 5.3 seconds to add to its 190 miles per hour max speed. You see, definitely not your average dadmobile. What's more, Mulsanne is a fine investment in the long run. The production of the Mulsanne was stopped in 2020, meaning that this guy sometime in the future will go from a flashy sign of wealth to a highly sought-after collector's item. Nevertheless, the Bentley Mulsanne is the perfect blend of style and substance. With this guy, Harvey can switch from stylish game show host to dad mode without even having to sacrifice an ounce of swag. Number 6. Rolls-Royce Phantom 8. Remember when we told you Steve Harvey has 3 Rolls-Royce models in his garage? Well, time to meet the rest of his very expensive Rolls-Royce family, starting with this absolute beauty, the Phantom 8. Time for a bit of a history lesson. This full-size luxury sedan is the 8th and current generation of the Rolls-Royce Phantom, introduced in 2017 and only the second launched by Rolls-Royce under BMW ownership. Let's break that down for you. The Phantom 8 is one of the best cars on the planet and the most luxurious Rolls-Royce you could ever get. This beauty is Rolls-Royce's ceiling and the most expensive ride in Harvey's collection. It cost the TV host over $543,000 to add this guy to his collection. And it's only by a miracle this guy isn't our big finale. Not a lot of sedans in the market can match its price range, but also none can match the Phantom 8's benefits in terms of comfort, style, and performance. And when you take a look at some of this beast's features, you'll definitely agree. For starters, the Phantom 8's design has been described as only an evolution of the Phantom 7, its predecessor, as it bears most of its exterior features. From its short front overhang and upright front end to its long bonnet set back passenger's compartment and long wheelbase, both Phantom models are almost the same. It's what's inside that really differentiates these two. Stepping into the Rolls-Royce, you'll be met with high-quality materials like wood and leather, spacious seating, and an array of customizable options. Now, let's take a look at the hunk of metal that powers this bad boy. The Phantom 8 combines luxury with an ultra-refined 6.7-liter twin-turbocharged and intercooled DOHC 48-valve V12 engine with direct fuel injection, the first V12 engine in Harvey's garage. This guy roars to 563 horsepower and 664 pound-feet of torque. This Rolls-Royce might be ridiculously expensive and pack a whole lot of power, but it still isn't much on the speed side. The Phantom 8 can reach a top speed of 155 miles per hour. And with the help of an 8-speed automatic transmission, this beauty can go from 0 to 60 in a little over 5 seconds. This is one sturdy Rolls-Royce, one that's been built to last for decades. Most importantly, it is one that suits Steve Harvey to a plum. If you've gotten this far, you have got to be itching to find out what Rolls-Royce Harvey lent out to a former NBA star, who that NBA star is, and why he would even lend his ride out. Well, it's only fair we let you in on our big secret. And finally, number 7. Rolls-Royce Ghost. This beauty is Steve Harvey's third and last Rolls-Royce. In the world of cars, luxury often overshadows substance and functionality. Fortunately, that's not been the case with Harvey's Rolls-Royces, and it certainly doesn't begin with the Ghost, an absolute masterpiece. The Ghost, a major part of Rolls-Royce's post-opulent design era, emphasizes meticulous craftsmanship and minimalist elegance. This Rolls-Royce's appeal lies in its perfect balance, powerful yet refined. This beauty offers enough engagement behind the wheel yet is spacious enough for Harvey's red carpet arrivals with his signature pizzazz. Now, pretty much anyone would be lucky to step into this beauty for any reason. Well, for former NBA player Jahlil Okafor, he was lucky enough to be lent the Ghost, so he could make it to his high school prom with Melanie Henderson. Harvey literally handed over a $300,000 Rolls-Royce to 2 kids. While details of Harvey's Ghost remain private, Rolls-Royce's Bespoke program allows you to personalize your ride. Owners often go for a custom paint, hand-stitched leather interiors, and personalized tread plates. Harvey had his champagne-colored. And it only makes sense that his Ghost would feature the iconic Starlight headliner, mimicking a starry night and adding a celestial flair to his nighttime drives. The Rolls-Royce Ghost gets its power from a 6.75-liter twin-turbocharged V12 engine, delivering 563 horsepower, 627 pound-feet of torque, and a whisper-quiet drive. To add to that, its advanced planar suspension system ensures a cloud-like driving experience, while all-wheel steering increases this guy's agility. The Ghost will go from 0 to 60 in just 4.8 seconds and has an electronically limited top speed of 155 miles per hour, the same as the Phantom 8, making it one of the world's fastest sedans and a befitting end to this luxurious tour. Steve Harvey's garage doesn't have all horsepower and jaw-dropping price tags. It reflects a man who's mastered the art of balancing success with silliness and luxury with humility. There aren't many celebrity garages quite like his. Every single ride tells the same story of style that just can't be replicated. So, tell us what you think in the comment section. And whose car collection would you want to see next?